In the previous section, Understanding the English Alphabetic Code, information was provided about the complicated nature of the code. The fact that there are so many ways of representing the sounds in English puts a strain on children's memories. And this is why it is important to start with the common representations and gradually introduce the more complicated ones. Decodable readers are books designed for children learning to read. These books have controlled vocabulary with words that only use certain letter sounds and a few tricky words that should have been taught. And this enables the children to practice the letter sounds and the blending of new words as they read at home and at school. As new letter sounds are introduced, then the next set of readers will have words that use the new letter sounds as well as the previously taught letter sounds. And once a word has been blended a few times, it becomes known, and then blending is only needed for new words that have not been read before. In steps 3, 4 and 5, the progression used in the Jolly Phonics Readers was clearly demonstrated. You can see here how it progressively builds up using new letter sounds and tricky word knowledge for each of the new levels. So here we have the 42 letter sounds, some tricky words and the characters. Then we go on to more tricky words, the same 42 letter sounds and another letter sound and a new character. And then we have some more letter sounds and tricky words, still the 42 letter sounds of course, and more letter sounds and tricky words, so you know exactly what is in the books. At the same time, the complexity of the vocabulary increases as well as the number of words on the page, which naturally enables a more interesting story to be written. And one advantage of our style of decodable readers is that it is clear what needs to be taught, and then all 18 books in that level use that criteria. It means that at each level the books can be read in any order, which makes it easier for teachers sorting out books for the children to take home and read to their parents or guardians. In some schemes, the criteria varies from book to book, which makes it more difficult to organise. And there are different types of decodable readers, and it is important to select what is appropriate for the different needs of the children.